Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane Spawn Sam Twitch 2-pack. I've been really excited for these two figures ever since they showed them. Sam Twitch are some police officers, detectives in the Spawn world. They're going to be incorporated in my action figure world as part of the GCPD, the Gotham City Police Department. Sam looks to be a perfect substitute for Bullock, and Twitch will just be another cop. I have the old set from way back when. He was my fill-in for Bullock, but he is far too small at this point. I got this figure from the McFarlane toy store, ordered the big bundle of Spawn figures, took advantage of the bundle discount and the 10% off coupon code, and here they are. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, ages 14 plus. This is not a toy. I always think it's hilarious McFarlane puts it on stuff. This is a toy, just badass toy. And right across the way, McFarlane Toys, Spawn, Sam, and Twitch. Here they are in the package. Looks like Sam has a pistol, hopefully it's removable, and a Tommy gun, and then Twitch has a couple of revolvers. There's also two display stands. One side of the package, you can see Sam and Twitch from the comic. Other side says Spawn. The bottom, got a bunch of credits, and there is a barcode, in case it helps anybody. And on the back side, here are the two of them. So with no further ado, let's open them up. And like I said, I ordered the bundle, the full bundle of Spawn figures. We've got Nightmare Spawn, Sam and Twitch, Omega Spawn, King Spider, and Plague. This wave looks phenomenal. Each and every one of these guys looks great. Alright, now that we have these figures out of the package, here they are with all their accessories laid out. They both come with a display stand. Sam comes with a Tommy gun, and then Twitch comes with a couple of different revolvers. But before we take a look at those, let's talk about and check out the actual figures. So this is Sam and Twitch. They're a couple of police officers or detectives from the Spawn world. When I look at them, I think they have to be some kind of corrupt, but they try to keep the streets clean. Sometimes they work with Spawn or Al Simmons. One of the main things I wanted to do when I saw this figure set was get Sam here and use him for Detective Harvey Bullock with my McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. He's a detective in the GCPD in the Batman world. A lot of times he's opposed to Batman, but deep down, he supports and helps. A lot of time, Bullock and Montoya will be partners, and I think the upcoming inevitable NECA, Elisa Mazza, and their Gargoyles line will make for a great Montoya to partner with this guy. In this video, we're going to take a look at each of the figures individually. We'll check out their accessories, height, and articulation, and we'll compare them with a bunch of other action figures. And you'll see just how big my police action figure collection is. You ain't seen nothing like it before. Now before we look at the figures individually, let's just check them both out real quick. Looking at Sam, he's big, he's fat, skin all wrinkly. They're very stylized, sort of exaggerated. You can see his face. Definitely looks like it jumped right out of the comics. He's got a tie, button-up shirt. He's got this pistol and this holster on his chest, and I really thought that was going to come out. I started tugging on it, and almost broke off. So, definitely not removable. Large trench coat, collar popped up. Looks like single-jointed elbows, single-jointed knees, dress slacks, dress shoes. Pretty good-looking figure. Generic cop. Really weird, kind of ugly-looking. Perfect for Harvey Bullock. Then we got Twitch here. Thinner, kind of nerdy. Also tie, dress shirt, dress slacks. Little mini trench coat on. Double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. McFarlane, on the bigger characters, seems to shy away from double joints. It does break up the sculpt. Two additional police officers for my Batman world and for my Spawn world. Two birds, one stone. So here's Sam. We just took a look at him. Very, very, very stylized. Fat guy, cop, dress shirt. I do like that. I'm a huge fan of guys in regular suited outfits, civilian looking figures, police figures. This guy is going to be awesome. It's going to be great for Sam, my Spawn line, and for Detective Harvey Bullock in my Batman world. He comes with a Tommy gun and a display stand. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt. Like I said, he's fat, ugly, very stylized. Now let's check out his accessories. Let's start off with the boring stuff. Typical McFarlane stand, black perfect circle. It says Spawn on the bottom. It's got one peg for the peg holes on his feet. Very thin, very basic. Then we have this Tommy gun. Not too many police officers use a Tommy gun. Typically thought of with thugs, mobsters, and gangsters. I'll probably find a pistol or a shotgun for this guy. But I'm going to put this Tommy gun to a lot of good use. Specifically in my action figure world. For, you guessed it, thugs, mobsters, gangsters, maybe Two-Face. Looks good. It's all done in black. Could definitely use some sort of brown here on the wood. Maybe on the handle here. It's got two handles for both hands. Big drum in there. Pretty good sculpting detail throughout the thing. You can always use extra Tommy guns. Here he is holding the Tommy gun. With his one gripping hand. He can't even really hold the Tommy gun properly. Holding both handles. Still works okay like this though. Now I wanted to find both a shotgun and a pistol that'll work good for this guy. Here he is with the larger pistol from the McFarlane accessory pack. Fits good in his hand. Looks good. And here he is with a shotgun. This is from the Diamond Select Toys Buffy line. It was always a little bit too large for those figures. And here, with another shotgun. This is from the DC Direct Batman the Animated Series line. This actually might be the one that came with that version of Harvey Bullock. Now they've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories. Now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, he's standing at about 6.9 inches tall, which can translate to about 17.5 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Start with his head here. Of course, you can rotate from side to side. Up and down about that far. You can tilt his head a little bit from side to side. The articulation of this guy is quite limited, but that's expected on a bulky figure by McFarlane. Shoulders go about 90 degrees. Ball joint there. Up, down, around. All that good stuff. Elbow, single jointed. About a 90 degree bend with rotation. His wrist can rotate around, and it's going to be hinged as well. Torso is one solid piece. Torso seems pretty large compared to his waist. He's got a ball joint at his waist, rotate around, forward and back. His legs go out about this far. Not a ball joint, but a similar type concept. His legs go forward about that much. Back, not very much. He's got single jointed knees. They go back less than 90 degrees with rotation. Then his ankle here, forward and back, rotate, tilt, rock, and he has toe articulation. Now let's look at Twitch. He has two revolvers and display stand. He's a little bit smaller, much thinner, kind of nerdier. He's got blonde, sort of wavy hair, curled in the front. Two circular glasses, goatee, dress shirt, tie, jacket on, double jointed elbows and knees, unlike Sam. Dress shoes and pants. Good looking thin cop. I've seen some people say they might use him for a stylized version of Commissioner Gordon. I can kind of see it, but that's not what I'm going to use him for. He'll just be a random cop. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt. Now let's check out his accessories. We already looked at Sam's display stand, and it's identical to this one. He's got his two revolvers. They're the same. All silver, long barrel. See the sort of chamber there. Looks good, but could use another paint color to help sort of break up that. Here's Twitch, holding his pistols, pointing them right at you. Now let's check out his height, and he's a little bit smaller than Sam. From bottom to the top of his head, standing at about 6.75 inches tall, which can translate to about 17 centimeters. Now let's look at his articulation. Start with his head here. Of course, you can rotate from side to side. Look up and down about that far. Can tilt his head from one side to the other. Shoulders on a ball joint. Goes up about 90 degrees. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. He's got a bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows below that. His wrist can rotate, and it's hinged as well. He's got ball joint in his torso, rotate around, forward and back. Another one on his waist, rotate around, forward and back, giving him pretty good range of motion in his torso area. Jack obstructs things a little bit. Legs, about does the splits, not a ball joint, but a similar type idea. Rotation's non-existent. Forward about that far, back not much. Double jointed knees, they go all the way back. Then his ankle here, forward and back, rotate, tilt, rock, and to articulation. Here's Sam at Twitch at the police station. Sam eating a donut, Twitch on the radio. Here they are, two partners on the streets, fighting crime, got their car behind them. And here they are, meeting up with Spawn in an alleyway, discussing some recent criminal situation. Now let's check them out, next to some other action figures. Starting off with some other Sam at Twitch, some other Bullock figures, then some other Spawn figures, and then a ton of other police figures. I'd probably be able to apply for the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest police action figure collection out there. You tell me if I'm wrong after this video. Here they are, next to the original Sam at Twitch figures. Smaller scale, but always held a special place in my heart. That guy was my fill-in for Bullock for so many years. And as part of Twitch, I just threw with the police. Of course, as action figures got larger and larger, these guys became very dated and are really kind of useless in today's collection. And that's why I was really excited to get these updated versions at a better scale, better style. Here's Sam, next to a DC Direct Batman the Animated Series Bullock figure. You can definitely see the similarities here. Then, next to a Diamond Select Toys Gotham Bullock figure. And the hat for that Bullock actually fits pretty nicely onto Sam's head here. Now let's check them out, next to some other Spawn figures. Here they are, next to the first series of Spawn figures. We've got Violator, Clown, Redeemer, and Ravager Spawn. And here they are, next to the second wave of Spawn figures. We've got She-Spawn, Soul Crusher, Dark Redeemer, both versions of Gunslinger Spawn, and then Cygor. And here, with the third wave of Spawn figures, we've got Haunt, another release of Ravager Spawn, Ninja Spawn, then Spawn with the Deluxe Throne, and Overt Kill. And here, next to the fourth wave of Spawn figures, this is a wave that included Sam at Twitch. We've got King Spider, Plague, Omega Spawn, Sam at Twitch, and Nightmare Spawn. Here they are, next to a couple of exclusive Spawn figures. We have the Target exclusive Manga Spawn Mega figure, then the GameStop exclusive Gunslinger Spawn and Horse. And here they are, with all three variations of the Mandarin Spawn. Then, next to all 9 variations of Spawn from McFarlane's Mortal Kombat 11 line. Now check them out, next to a bunch of other police action figures. Like I said before, pretty confident nobody has a bigger police action figure collection than I do, at least in the 6 and 7 inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect, and work my smaller. Here they are, next to some Jack-specific Big Boss Man figures. Kind of wears a police outfit, or a SWAT outfit like on the left. Did a head swap, has some extra cops. And here they are, next to some DST or Diamond Select cop figures. Here they are, next to a Diamond Select Harvey Bullock and Jim Gordon from Gotham. Then, with Detective Hartigan from Sin City. Here, with Bernard from Westworld. He played with the same actor that played Commissioner Gordon in The Batman, so works for a nice Gordon substitute. And now, next to Diamond Select's Mulder and Scully from the X-Files. These guys make for some good detectives, FBI agents, whatever you need them to be. For some reason, this Mulder here, I always use him as sort of a crooked cop. I don't know, something about the sunglasses and the scruff. I don't know, the way he's dressed just works for me that way. Here's Sam at Twitch, next to some Diamond Select Battlestar Galactica figures. These may not be the best police officers, but way back when there were not a lot of options, these guys had sort of a blue uniform style, holster and pistol on their hip, did some head swaps, and used these guys for random police officers. The one on the far right is the figure I'm currently using for a fill-in for Montoya. This is my 7-inch scale Bullock and Montoya, GCPD officers. Now let's check them out with some other McFarlane figures. Let's see what McFarlane's offerings go as far as police are concerned. Here they are, next to Hopper from Stranger Things. I have a total of 4 of these figures, each one sort of customized into different police officers. And here they are, next to a McFarlane DC Multiverse Constantine figure. I did a head swap. This is supposed to be Jason Bard. He's a private investigator in Gotham City. Then, next to McFarlane's Bobby from We Happy Few. Kind of sort of a, I don't know, British-looking police officer, but with sort of a Jokerized twist to him. And here, next to McFarlane's Sheriff from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Pre-post figure, but still a police officer in the right scale. Then, with my GTO, the Gotham Terrorist Oppression Unit, I use these guys as sort of a special branch of the police in Gotham City. These are made from McFarlane DC Multiverse, White Knight Joker figure, head swaps, and you got a nice little police army. Now let's check them out with some Mattel wrestling figures. Here are a bunch of different variations of Big Boss Man by Mattel. He's in sort of a police outfit or a SWAT outfit, depending on which version. I did some head swaps, and I still need to do some more for some more police officers. Then, next to some Mattel Roman Reigns figures. These guys look for some good SWAT officers. They've got the riot shield, helmet, gas mask, whole 9 yards. These were from the Creative Superstar line. Bunch of interchangeable parts. Here they are, next to some Resident Evil figures. Jill Valentine kind of has that beret, sort of a military or police look to her. And then, of course, Leon Kennedy here. He's from the Raccoon Police Department. Makes for a good cop. Here they are, with some custom SWAT officers. These are kind of based off their looks from the Arkham Origins video game. They're based off a lot of wrestling bodies, some DC Direct parts added in, some other miscellaneous figures. Now let's check them out next to some NECA police figures. Here they are next to 3 different versions of Dr. Loomis from Halloween, an older NECA figure, and a couple of the newer ones. He makes for a great detective type figure. Then, next to a NECA Splinter Cell Sam Fisher figure. This guy had the bulletproof vest on. Thought he looked for a good police officer. Here they are, next to some older NECA T-1000 figures from Terminator 2. Did a couple head swaps. Got a few cups here. These are some older NECA figures. Pre-posed, very fragile. A lot of these guys are glued. Then years later, they released a T-1000. They made an Ultimate version. A lot better articulation. Got me a couple more cops. Then with the Ultimate T-1000 from Terminator Genesis, got 4 of these guys, did some head swaps, more cops, and here they are, with a bunch of motorcycle cops, T-1000 figures from Terminator 2. The 2 on the left are the old versions, and then the 3 on the right are newer Ultimate versions. And here, with a couple more NECA T-1000 figures, the one on the left is when he's covered in liquid nitrogen, the one on the right is an old Kenner throwback color changing version. These guys work pretty good. Say Mr. Freeze froze one of them. Something like that. Now let's check them out next to some DC Direct police figures. Here they are, next to 4 different DC Direct Commissioner Gordon figures. And now, here they are next to some John Constantine figures. We've got a total of 5 of them. 3 of which are from DC Direct, and the last 2 are Mattel and McFarlane. John Constantine, with his white button-up shirt, tie, trench coat, definitely looks like he would be a good detective. Here they are, next to a bunch of DC Direct SWAT officers. These are all based off the Commissioner Gordon figure from Dark Victory. Bunch of head swaps, some other little swapped parts. Have a nice little GCPD SWAT army based off the Year 1 look. Here's Sam Twitch, next to a DC Direct Commissioner Gordon, Bullock and Montoya from Batman the Animated Series. Here they are, next to a Mezco 112 Collective Commissioner Gordon. Here's Sam Twitch with a bunch of Plan B toys. Most of these are SWAT officers or canine police. The guy on the far left is some kind of green beret that I've always planned to repaint to a SWAT officer. And the guy on the far right, second to last, he's a custom done on the same scale and style. And here they are, with a couple members of the bomb squad. These are for Plan B toys also. I do have the other guy's helmet, but couldn't locate it. It's there somewhere. Then, with a little pre-posed police figure, this guy's in a SWAT outfit, came in a little diorama, kicking down a door. Now let's check them out with some Mafex figures. The only Mafex cop figures that I have are from the Dark Knight, the Honor Guard Joker. Got a few of these guys, did some head swaps. Got some Honor Guard. Now let's check them out with some Mattel Movie Master cop figures. At one point, they made the Honor Guard Joker in the Mattel line. I bought 6 of these figures, most of which sort of kept as is. Nice little honor guard for my police. But a couple head swaps as well. Got John Blake in the honor guard suit, and then a custom Foley for the Dark Knight Rises. Mattel made an actual John Blake figure from the Dark Knight Rises. I got 8 of these guys. Well, 9 if you count the one I have in the box as well. A lot of head swaps. These are probably the best generic police officer base body out there for the 6-inch scale. I'm pretty excited for the upcoming Hasbro Marvel Legends Ancient Wu. Gonna get a few of those guys. Mattel also made a Commissioner Gordon for both Batman Begins and the Dark Knight Rises. Of course, I got those 2 figures, but then I got some extras, did some head swaps, got some random generic detectives. Here they are, next to a couple of older, I believe, Toy Biz X-Men movie police figures. These guys came with a Sabretooth. Push your chest, they completely fall apart. I guess that's when the Sabretooth is mauling them or whatnot. Here they are, with an older McFarlane X-Files set, and then Agent Smith from The Matrix. Being FBI agents, actually all 3 of them. They also double up as some pretty nice detectives. And here, with the older version of Sam and Twitch. And last but not least, here they are next to a Doctor Who Amy Pond figure. She's got her police outfit on. And just to end off this video, let's check them out with a couple of different 6 or 7-inch scale police vehicles. Here they are with a few different police motorcycles. These are some, I don't know, model type items. They do have functioning wheels with rotation, and they hold your 6-inch figures pretty nicely. They're pretty cheap to come across on eBay. And finally, here they are in front of a couple of custom SWAT vans. You see GCPD SWAT. These are made from some Mattel wrestling slambulances. They actually hold 7-inch figures in both the front and the back. I did a separate YouTube video on these. If you're interested, go check it out. These are some of my favorite things in my collection. Although I have so many things on my list of favorites. But really cool actual SWAT vans for 7-inch scale figures. Overall, these are some really nice figures. Now, they're both very stylized. I have some issues with their proportions. Twitch is way too skinny, lanky. And then Sam here, his torso is just giant, his legs are super small, his articulation is quite limited. Very frustrated with that pre-post pistol. Yeah, I could put a different pistol in his hand, but then he's still going to have it in the holster right in front of you. That being said, I love these guys. They're a great release. After watching this video, it's no secret, I'm addicted to GCPD, police officer action figures, army building. It makes perfect sense in Gotham City, working alongside or sometimes against Batman. I've been waiting for years for them to make a larger scale version of Sam and Twitch, also the clown from Spawn, and now they've done both those guys in the 7-inch scale. Very pleased with that. Sam is a perfect detective Harvey Bullock in my Batman world. In Twitch, he makes for another generic cop. Very happy to add him to my Gotham City. Very happy to add him to my GCPD. Police, cops. Love those kind of action figures. Great world building. If I were to rate this set, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Now, these figures definitely have their issues, and they probably don't deserve that high of a rating, but they are just perfect for the type of collection that I have. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.